Welcome to Zanzibar. Zanzibar, a dream island for many, but for those living on the edges of its shores, it is an island of daily struggle. Its sand glistens white like ice, but life upon it carries the heat of hardship. As the golden sun climbs over the Indian Ocean, its first light dances across the turquoise waves, casting a soft glow on the sleepy shores of Zanzibar. Here, the island doesn't wake to the sound of engines or city horns. It wakes to something gentler, to the hush of waves brushing the shore, to birds calling from distant palm trees, and to the quiet rhythm of bare footsteps pressing into warm sand. To most, they're simply called Beach Boys. But look again, and you'll see something far deeper. They are unofficial ambassadors of the island, navigators of human connection, fluent not just in words but in intuition. They are language acrobats, speaking 5, 6, sometimes more tongues, not learned in classrooms, but in the shifting winds of necessity. Every phrase picked up on the sand, every accent studied under the sun. They organize safaris across the savannah. They book dhow cruises timed perfectly with the setting sun. They guide travelers through coral reefs and spice trails, through alleyways the maps don't mention, offering not just directions, but perspective. They work without contracts, without business cards or office walls, no health insurance, no security, no fallback plan. All they carry is their charm, their determination, and the weight of hunger, both for food and for a future. And yet, their real gift isn't in selling tours, it's in translating worlds. They translate more than just words. They translate culture, gesture, spirit, intention. They read eyes, they match energy. They build bridges between strangers, between continents, between expectations and reality. They are not just beach boys. They are the pulse of the shoreline.
My name is Njib from Zanzibar. I've been working as a beach boy for 7 years now. Sometimes you come to the beach and you might find some guests, but then other times you come and you don't find any guests at all. So it's not always precisely the same as you might expect. But still, I make sure to come to the beach every day and put in the effort looking for guests or looking for work through those guests. I speak Swahili. I also speak English. I speak Italian and Russian, as well as 2 or 3 other languages. together with Swahili. So that makes 3 languages in total that I am proficient in. What services do you offer tourists? I offer trips to islands such as Prison Island, Nakupenda Beach, Spice Farm, and Dolphin Tours. Basically, all activity services. What does a good day at work look like? A good day at work is one you know about in advance. Sometimes guests contact me at night asking questions like, I would like a tour here to Prison Island or Nakupenda, or we want to go to Spice Farm City Tour or Dolphin, it depends. What challenges do you face? Uh, we face various challenges like being chased away by the authorities and being chased away from the beach. Those things happen, but mostly on the farm. On the farm, sometimes you manage to land a job. How do you feel about being welcomed into tourist areas in your own country? Being welcomed by tourists in my country? Honestly, it really helps citizens so that not everyone is unemployed and the country achieves a certain level of development. What could improve the current situation? As for the current situation, you can't really improve it. For the current situation, you can't improve it because we need equality, openness in things, completing identification. Because with identification, everyone can be recognized for what they have to offer.
But not everyone sees it the same way. To some tourists, a smile feels like a sales pitch, a warm greeting like pressure, an offer of help like an intrusion. The boundary between friendliness and harassment blurs, a fine line drawn by perception, colored by past experience, and often misread through the lens of privilege. For the Beach Boys, rejection is not an event, it's a routine. It's woven into the rhythm of their day, like the tides they walk beside. You smile, you extend a hand, a flyer, a suggestion, and sometimes you are ignored. Other times waved away. Some shout, others scowl. A few will insult you loudly without shame.
Asante sana.
Asante sana.
And hakuna matata.
Hakuna matata, Mama Africa.
Mama Africa.
Pole pole.
Mama Africa.
Mama Africa, then Baba Africa.
Okay.
So welcome to Zanzibar. Zanzibar hakuna matata.
Yes.
But you don't stop. You take the blow, swallow the pride, and keep walking. Because here on this sand, rejection is not the end. It is the beginning of the next attempt. For these young men, every no is part of the hustle. Every dismissive glance, every door that doesn't open is another step forward, not backward. And while some see them as pushy, too eager, too present, too loud, others might look deeper and see something else entirely. Survival, wearing the mask of persistence, because when there's no salary, no schedule, no boss, you become your own engine, your own hope, your own voice calling into the waves. Maybe the next one will say yes. While glossy brochures sell dreams of paradise, these beach boys deliver the reality of that experience. They know the coral reefs where sea turtles sleep in peace. They know the street stalls that serve chapati more delicious than any hotel can offer. They know the streetwise Swahili, the kind you won't find in any tourist guidebook. They don't walk ahead of the tourists. They walk beside them, shoulder to shoulder. They teach them, share with them, protect them, and laugh with them. And in that laughter, a new kind of tourism is born. A kind of tourism that isn't bought with money alone, but built on trust, humanity, and authentic experience. This is not just a job for them. It is life. It is a calling. It is the true soul of Zanzibar's tourism, a soul that lives far beneath the polished layers, in places where hotels never reach, but where the spirit of the island speaks in its purest voice. And still, despite their value, despite being a vital bridge between tourism and local life, these beach boys are often seen as a nuisance. They're labeled without being listened to, judged before they even speak. Hotels post large signs, no vendors, private beach access only. But these signs don't just warn tourists to avoid products. They quietly tell them to avoid people. Security guards patrol with urgency, not to protect tourists from danger, but to keep local youth away from opportunity. It's not protection of safety, it's protection of exclusivity. Invisible borders, felt more than seen. These young men work in the shadows of the official system. They are unregistered, unlicensed, unprotected by law. And more than anything, they are denied the right to participate in the economy of their own home. What they carry is effort, language, smiles, and hope. But that hope shrinks every time they're pushed away, every time they're looked through, every time they're treated as if they don't belong in Zanzibar. Some are forced to become strangers on their own land. They pretend to be tourists, wearing sunglasses, walking silently as if they have nothing to offer, just to be left in peace, not because they want to hide, but because it's the only way to stay close to survival. And it's from that place that quiet questions begin to grow. If I was born here, why do I feel like a stranger? Do I still belong? Is this island really mine? Or only for those floating in hotel pools? For them, the challenge is greater than poverty. It's the lack of space, the absence of recognition, the constant denial of their right to be seen as part of what shapes the image of Zanzibar to the world. unseen world. Brotherhood takes root. They may walk alone during the day, but by night they come together again. Beneath the trees, on plastic stools, sharing chips and laughter. If one earns, they all eat. If one suffers, they all feel the pain. What they share isn't just food, but stories, survival skills, and wounds that no longer bleed. But stories, survival techniques, and wounds that have scarred over. They comfort one another. They lift each other up because they have no one else to rely on. Only each other. This is not just work for them. It is identity. It is a life stitched together by resilience and brotherhood. Not all of them dream only of the next tourist. Some sketch bigger visions, companies of their own with licenses and respect. They want to formalize what they've always done, to shape the future of Zanzibar's tourism from the ground up. They are unofficial entrepreneurs today, but tomorrow they could be leaders, trainers, creators. They don't just dream of escape, they dream of impact. They don't wear name tags. They don't greet from polished reception desks, but they are the memories tourists take home. A shared joke, a learned phrase, a moment on the sand. They are not just beach boys. They are storytellers, guides, sons, dreamers. They are the soul of the shoreline, the breath behind Zanzibar's postcard smile. And if you look closely, you'll see not just waves and sunshine, but courage, struggle, and hope, walking barefoot along the coast. We are part of this island. We didn't arrive here by chance, and we don't stand here by anyone's permission. We were raised on this sand, taught by its heat and its tides. This is not just a beach. This is home. And even if the world doesn't always see us, we are here. We still have dreams. Dreams of dignity, dreams of opportunity, dreams of showing Zanzibar the real way, through our eyes, not someone else's lens. We don't walk barefoot because we choose to. We walk barefoot because we believe. We believe that tomorrow can belong to us too.